Hi friends, this is Ellen again, and welcome to my channel, Making Lemons to Lemonade. This channel is all about taking imperfect situations, finding the joy and happiness in each one. Welcome to day 1 of our 30-day decluttering challenge. Today we're going to focus on the junk drawer. This, for me, is where I like to start with decluttering because the stuff in the junk drawer, although it can be overwhelming, it tends to not have a lot of emotional attachment to. Normally it has pins that collect, pieces of paper that don't really mean anything. I don't know what else in the junk drawer we'll find out today, but it is something that, to me, it doesn't really bring a lot of emotional attachment to, so there it's easy to go through. So we're going to start with the junk drawer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start a timer, and we're going to go for 5 minutes and see what all we can accomplish. What I'm going to have is, to start with, my trash bag and a box for donations. These are the two things that are most important when you're decluttering, and have it right next to you so that you don't even have to move. You can just go ahead and throw and toss so that you can keep the motivation going. All right, so with this, I'll sort of talk through when I find something, what I'm gonna do with it, but the main thing is just we're gonna go for 5 minutes and see how it goes. So this is our junk drawer. As you can see, there's a little bit of pins, scissors. I would love to organize this drawer, but that's not what we're doing today. We are decluttering it. So that's the number one thing when you start decluttering, is don't get hung up on the organization. You can't organize the clutter is the key. So let's go ahead. I'm going to start the timer, and we're just going to go for 5 minutes and see what all we can accomplish. So I am going to go ahead and take these scissors. We do have several different types. I do keep my son's scissors in here, mainly because I just want to know where they are. I know that he's not getting in trouble with them, so I will keep those in here, so that will stay. Dana K. White, one of the things she goes through is first just try to look through the area and find trash. So that's what we're going to do. So go ahead. Here's some trash. Let me grab that trash bag right. Let's see. Can I find some more trash? A magnet. Don't know what it's for. I used to keep this thinking I could find it. Just get rid of it. You can buy another magnet. This drawer goes super deep. I am known for keeping packaging. I don't want to, throw something away that's valuable. Hey, this is all I need. I don't need to keep the packaging. I'm not going to use that new lid. Just get rid of it. Keychain pop. I mean, sounds great in theory. I have yet to use it. I'm not going to use it. Yeah, if I can't think of why I would use it, or if I really want to put it on a keychain, I'm just going to donate it. Broken saw blade, again, dangerous to have anyways with my son around, so definitely throwing that away. Alright, let's talk a second about keys. Keys that no one knows where they get to, okay? I used to keep them thinking, hey, I might need it. Now what I do is I go and try to use them. I know we redid all the doors locks, so I know they don't go to that. I will ask my in-laws if they know what they go to, but if no one knows, just toss them. Obviously, if they're hidden in the back of a drawer, you're not using them and you're not going to. So I'm gonna set this aside. I am gonna just put this aside to ask my in-laws about. But then as soon as they say yay or nay, they are going. That looks like that's all the trash in this drawer. I will sort of say that I did go through this drawer about a month or two ago, so it's definitely not as bad as it was the first time I went through it. But as you can see, even a month or two, it collects a lot. So what we're gonna do is go through and see, is there anything that you see right away that you know doesn't belong, and you do know where it is? If so, you're gonna go ahead and take that item and put it where it belongs right away, okay? So, that's a utility knife. Again, shouldn't be in a drawer that my son could easily get to, so we're gonna go, and I'm gonna pause this video a second and go and put this where it belongs. I'll keep the timer running, but I will be right back. Oh, I forgot to say, before you run and take the one item, you should quickly look to see if there's anything else that you can carry in your hands that would go. Alright, so that's the timer. I'm going to go ahead and pause that. So that was 5 minutes. Again, we haven't really gotten through too much yet. I have been talking a lot. But we're going to go just for 5 more minutes because I'm going to show you I can get rid of the rest of this, okay? But let me run to put this other item, tool that I found in the drawer, and then we'll be right back. So I went ahead and reset the timer for 5 more minutes. I went ahead and put that stuff away. Again, this process with D&K White might take a little bit longer just because you are having to run and get, but again, I can shut this drawer at any time, and other than my trash bag and my donations, everything is perfectly clean. So let's go ahead and finish this drawer in the next 5 minutes.
It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16 buff in the dark. It's a 16 buff.
Alright, so if you look at the drawer, you still might say, hey, it's a lot of clutter. But the key is I can easily close it and open it. I can see everything I need, the scissors that I want to get right away with it, and the little clips if we need anything for bags, things like that. This I am going to go put in the other area where we have our little cabinets. The tape is easy. I can get to everything that I need to get to, and that's the key. Again, we are organizing it. Now I would love to come back and go ahead and put some bins. The problem, these drawers are really narrow, not deep at all, so what fits is very limited. But I would love to come through and put a little containers that this stuff would fit in, but it doesn't have to because there's a lot less to manage in here. So even though it's not perfectly organized, I can see what I want, the scissors, the tape, things like that easily without having to go through a bunch. And that's the key. I know where my paper is, I know where my notes are, and that's all we're asking is, can you easily get into what you need and make it so that life isn't chaotic? So that is, we got about 1 minute left, so we did that in about 9 minutes. Again, it didn't have tons of clutter. I had gone through it before, but I hope you can sort of use some of those principles to go through your own clutter and see what you can get rid of, what makes it a little bit easier to manage. And again, it doesn't take a lot of time. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the key. Just make it a little bit easier to manage. So day 1 is done. We have 29 more days to go. I hope you will join me in this decluttering challenge and journey and see if we can just make our lives a little bit easier one day at a time.